Hi everybody. I thought I'd do a video today. Firstly, the last 2 months there hasn't been anything really good going on in the news, and it's almost hard to even watch the news with all the horrific things that have been going on. So I'd like to start out today by giving my thoughts and prayers to everybody in Oklahoma for what you guys are having to go through right now. You all know about the other horrific stories going on, the Boston Marathon attack, the girls that were kidnapped and held in Cleveland for 10 years. There's nothing good in the news that I really want to see. I feel bad for all of the people that were involved in all those tragedies. And I thought I'd share one locally with you that happened here in Toronto. We have what's called Kijiji Ads. It was bought out by Google. It's a local ad company that's here in Toronto. And a gentleman put his car up on Kijiji for sale. Two guys came over. They saw him. They asked him if they could take it for a test drive. He went with the two guys to take it for a test drive. His wife said goodbye to him, and he went for the test drive thinking nothing of it. And another car followed him. He never returned home that night. His name was Tim Bosma, and he had a wife and a young daughter. And these two guys eventually followed him with another car as they left the house. They killed him. They took him to this farmhouse where this guy bought this machine that it shreds or slaughters animals. And it grinds up the bones and everything. And they took this poor guy Tim. From what I know, they lit him on fire, and then they threw him in this thing to shred up his bones, and the police found him there and arrested the culprit. There's been quite an outcry about how horrible this was. He had nothing to do with them. This Tim Bosma guy, he was just an innocent guy that put his car up for sale. I know how easily you can fall prey to something like this, because I had my car up for sale maybe a year or two ago, and somebody came to see it and take it for a test drive. And I met them where I always meet people, at a local coffee shop, and they wanted to take it for test drives. I said, okay, give me your license and your ID and go ahead and take it, and if you don't come back, I'll just report it stolen. Clearly that was the best way to go at the time. Now these guys were obviously not related to the killers of Tim Bosma, and they did buy the car, but the bottom line is you have to be very careful of who you trust these days, because there's too many lunatics and maniacs that are out there. So don't invite anybody over to your house if you're going to sell something. I know sometimes that's hard if you have a couch or something else, but I mean, if you do have a couch and you invite people over, make sure you have lots of people with you so you're not alone, or you can't be taken advantage of. Anyway, that's a pretty sad local story here, and there's been a lot of awareness raised about it. And recently they found he had this stupid machine for 2 years, and he doesn't have any farm animals or cattle or anything on the ranch, so obviously he bought it for reasons that were no good. The police yesterday or the day before found another remains from somebody else, and unfortunately I'm sure they're going to find other remains. The killer, the accused killer, who's been charged and not convicted yet, is quite rich. He bought the farm for $900,000, and I'm not really sure why he took this poor guy Tim out there and did what he did. Anyway, it's a sick world we live in, and the news of the last couple months has been showing that. Anyway, let's get back to something less disgusting, to say the least, and let's head to domains. So, traffic it's Tuesday, checking my clock, May the 21st. I'm heading out to traffic in a week. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Actually, I can't wait to see everybody. If you want time with me and you want to chat about domains, or you just want to grab a beer or grab a cocktail or a drink or a snack, I'll try to make time for everybody. We don't have to talk about domains. If you want to talk about domains, we can. You can text me, email me, or call me at my cell, which most of you know, but I'll give it again. It's 416-884-0535. Again, I arrive on Tuesday at around 1. I may be a little tired because I'm getting up at roughly 3 a.m. Las Vegas time, so if I hit the sheets early, please excuse me on Tuesday, but I'll probably be quite exhausted. So a few announcements, some good stuff. I'll be officially launching a new site at Traffic called Dicker Media. It's dickermedia.com. For those of you interested in seeing the services, you can go to the site and look below and you'll see what we're offering. There'll be a lot of other services added. I've also hired a pretty large team to work 24/7 selling domain names, local domains, non-local domains, any domains. And if your domains manage to meet the criteria that I'm going to post up after the show, it will help you sell your domains as well. And so, because a lot of people email me all the time, I'd say pretty much every day saying, can you help me sell this domain? Can you help me sell that domain? Well, I'm setting up something so that we'll be able to do that, and they won't have to be high-end generics only to sell them, but they will have to meet certain criteria. And don't worry, one of the criteria will not be traffic. Will it have traffic or not? I just want to know that the domain is a saleable domain, and once it is, then I'll let you know and we'll go from there. I'll actually be unveiling quite a few new strategies, traffic, that I've been working on that I've picked up. As Chuck, my vice president in biz development, tells me I've been too quiet lately, which means there's some new project or something new coming up. And he doesn't know what it is yet, but yes, there is something nice and new coming up. I'll have to talk to him about it tonight. Anyway, the other thing that I'm going to be posting on Dicker Media is I have a video section. It has nothing on it yet, but I have mentioned before that I'm going to be doing a video series to teach my kids and your family or spouse domaining from beginning to end. And it will be, since they're going to be videos, they're going to be updated regularly, and you'll get notifications if you subscribe once I have it all set up that one video has been updated or another one's been updated. So it looks like I'm going to be doing 3 sets of videos, and I understand it's going to be a huge time commitment, but I think there's nothing more valuable that I can do for the domain community right now than to do these. So I'm going to explain the 3 different sets of live video books that I'm going to be doing. So the first set is teaching domaining training for our kids and spouses. Now, I think that's important because we all want to get our kids or spouses involved in our domaining business if we can. Obviously, I want my kids to go to university and be whatever they want to be, but obviously they can do domaining part-time if that interests them, and certainly the revenue will. So hopefully they're interested, and if they are, there'll be videos for them to watch. So that'll detail domaining from beginning to end. The second set is what you need to do to prepare your family members to take over while you're still here. So obviously you'll want to prepare them. You don't need to go from beginning to end, but you want to prepare them with what you have and how to manage it while you're still here. The third set is going to be where to start when a loved one passes away. So it'll cover if they did leave you any information or if they didn't leave you any information, and how to find that information if they didn't leave you anything or if they left you parts thereof. And then it'll also cover how to decide what to keep and what to sell based on what their strategies were online. Because if they were doing something like arbitrage or something, some domains they bought just for that purpose, you don't need to hold on to those or keep them if you're not going to be doing arbitrage any longer. So it'll teach you how to filter those out as well, and you'll be able to tell pretty easily which domains those are once I'm done the videos. So those are the 3 sets of videos that I'm going to be doing, and if you have any other recommendations or topics that you want covered in these videos, please email them to me at adam@dcg.com. I'd be more than happy and honored to cover them for you guys. So on another note, my VP of BizDev, Chuck, sent me a picture recently, and he said he took it through his webcam one night when we were chatting, and it's a picture of me where he says it's what I looked like before I started to lose weight. So I'll show you that right now. I got to watch my screen at the same time to make sure that we can see it. I'm not sure it looks exactly like me because I don't really remember having a goatee, and the computer looks a little bit old. But anyway, I don't really think that's me, but he thought it was, and well, I think he was just joking, clearly. So anyway, on another note, I was speaking to my buddy Michael Seiger from Domain Sherpa recently, and he told me that I should watch the Shane Cultra from DomainShane.com interview, and I watched it, and I must say it was quite impressive to see all that Shane has going on and how hard he works, and it gave me a whole new perspective on Shane, and I just thought I'd give him a shout out because he clearly has his head screwed on straight. He's working his tail off for his family, and you got to respect that. So thanks for doing the video, Michael and Shane. I appreciate it, and I got a lot out of it. I'm not going to talk too much about anything else, as I'll be talking for an hour and a half at traffic. And I'm looking forward to traffic, as I said. It should be a good time. It should be a good show, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that's going to be there. And let's hope that if some of you guys are going, you hit me up when I'm there, and we can sit down, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes, and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm looking forward to meeting some of the people that I haven't met before, and I'm also looking forward to meeting some of the new people that I will be meeting this time around. So you'll hear from me again before traffic, but I just thought I'd put this video out there because we're starting to get a little bit close. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope there's nothing else crappy in the news for a while. We've had enough crappy. Thanks a lot, everybody, and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.